everyone, and welcome to this week's Flash Friday Finance Update. I'm Louise Lucas from the Property Education Company. Thank you so much for listening in. I've got a really exciting case study for you this week, and I'm delighted to introduce to you the lovely Tom Lewington. Tom, say hello to everyone.
Thanks, Louise. Thanks for having me.
You're really great for joining in and sharing your story. I really appreciate you doing this because people love to hear how others went about it. That's the important thing. So tell us first up, how did you find us? How did you come to Property Ed?
My sister gave me your contact details. She's 2.5 years older than me. I didn't have anywhere to go, and she, being 2 years more experienced in life, she was a bit ahead of me. So I took it, and that's when I came to you.
Great. And what sort of help were you looking for to start with?
I had no idea. Being a single person, I was looking for at least a 2-bedroom apartment to buy in the southeast of Melbourne during COVID, which didn't make things easy. I tried first time look and seek into what I'm eligible for and what I potentially can buy. And that was early COVID. That didn't work out. And that wasn't through you. And then I spoke to my sister. She goes, Louise is great. And her team really helped my sister Hannah buy her first house. That's when I got your number a few years later after a bit more saving. And yeah, then it all took off.
How did we actually help you? What were the first steps that when you got into the process, what did you have to do and how did you go about it?
I didn't have any experience or any knowledge or had no idea what the process was going to be, what I was up for. So I got Penny's number and Penny outlined exactly the process and I guess the rules of how we need to go about it. So after a little bit of back and forth, she got a better idea of what my needs were, what my wants were, and helped me in laying out a plan for the whole process of me purchasing my first home.
Fantastic. And when you came to look for properties, how did we help you that way?
You gave me a good idea about where and when, more so where I can and can't look in terms of properties and lenders, especially lenders. As being a first home buyer, I was up for first home buyer assistance from the government. I had no idea where to go with that. And you really pushed me in the right direction and laid out all my options on which lenders I can potentially go with.
Because you wanted to take advantage of the government reducing your lender's mortgage insurance, wasn't
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And that worked out really well for you because you didn't have to put in much of a deposit in the end, did you?
No, not in the end. So that was very helpful.
Yeah. And is this your new home in the background that we see?
No, it's actually not my new home. I'm actually house sitting at the moment for my dad who's away and dog sitting.
I was hoping we'd see you.
I know. I actually thought you were going to ask that, but no, it's not my house.
But are you pleased with it?
Absolutely. Having said that, I'm very pleased with where I'm living.
You're really excited. Yeah. And so what's the best advice you have? Were there any surprises once the loan settled and you got into the house? Was there anything that you thought, oh, this is not what I expected? Or how did you go?
Not really. Everything was set out for me and on what I was to expect. And so far that has happened.
Right. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So there's been no surprises yet, but so far so good. Having a broker and as well as a conveyancer at the same time has really set everything in motion simultaneously as to what was explained to me. And I can't really complain. There's been no surprises, nothing that I'm currently dreading. Everything's pretty smooth at the moment, which is good.
Fantastic. Great. And do you have any advice for other first home buyers?
Just use professionals that are there to help you.
Yeah.
I would have had no idea what the first step was, let alone the last step as well. Look, yeah, exactly. Use the resources that are available, take the advice that's given to you and go forth and
do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I think people get scared and put off because they don't know what next steps to take. But if they come to people like us, then we can help them with each step.
Yeah. And look, even just looking for a house or a property and advice on how to manipulate the searches on sites like Domain or Real Estate to suit my potential in buying a house or buying a home.
Had a lot of experience in that sort
of. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I couldn't be happy with it. Yeah.
Ah, that's great. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tom. We're so proud of you because you've done such a great job and you got into your home. You made offers straight away. As soon as you had your loan pre-approved, you were off to the races. And it just goes to show once you do decide and you get the support as you need it, then it makes it a lot easier for you, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. And I had 2 pre-approvals. The first one kind of fizzled out only because of my own kind of personal experience. I decided the market wasn't right. The properties available weren't suiting what I was after. You just need a bit of patience. After 6 months, once the pre-approval kind of expired, it was really easy to go again, just to renew that pre-approval, and off I went and finally found a joint.
Fantastic. Yeah, it can be a long haul, can't it?
Yes. It wasn't that long in the whole scheme of things.
Because by the time I talked to you, we were just like, let's go.
Yeah, we went pretty hard the second time. The first time I was a bit skeptical and a bit shy, but after a little bit of searching and talking to a lot of people and agents, I was ready to go.
It's a skill, isn't it? You do need to know what to ask because people are very nervous dealing with agents. We've actually got another webinar coming up on how to make offers and deal with agents and all that sort of thing.
Fantastic.
Just to help people. So people, but anyway.
Absolutely beneficial.
Yeah, true. Thank you again. And I'm so delighted for you that you've got your lovely home and we look forward to hearing more, and I want to see more photos of you out the front.
Okay, sure.
And I'm glad your mortgage is exactly what you thought it would be, and you manage your loan. Because people get put off. They keep thinking, oh, interest rates, blah, blah, blah. But rent can do the same. You've got your own home and you're paying it off.
And at least if you're of you've always got the back of your mind that, oh, this is not your house. You always have to keep in mind that you're going to have to come up to an inspection just to make sure that the place is up to standard. And that can be pretty tedious. So much better. I'm so much more carefree being a homeowner than a renter.
You're saying like you're living in a pigsty, is that it?
No, I'm actually more
proud.
Involved. Yeah. I've got some pride in my property now. I can do anything I want to it.
It feels great to be able to put your own pictures on the wall where you want.
Exactly. Yeah, I can hang photos up. I'm
so glad. That's
beautiful. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because living in someone else's house is not quite the joy that people think.
No, it's not the same at all.
No, that's great. Well done to you. Fantastic news. Okay, thanks again.
Thanks a lot, Louise. Appreciate all your help.
Pleasure.